Imagine living in a world completely lost, a society where people had forgotten their creator. Instead of looking to the one true God, they bowed down to statues they carved with their own hands. It was a time of deep spiritual darkness, arrogance, and corruption. But even in the darkest of times, a single light can shine. That light was a man named Ne, known in other traditions as Noah. He was a righteous, patient, and compassionate man, living a life of devotion in a sea of ignorance. Seeing his piety, God chose him for a monumental task: to be a messenger, to call his people back from the brink and guide them to the path of truth and monotheism. This wasn't just a simple request. It was a mission that would span centuries and test the very limits of human faith and endurance. Noah accepted this divine commission with a heavy heart, knowing the difficult road that lay ahead, but firm in his trust in God's plan. For an incredible 950 years, Prophet Noah dedicated his life to this single, unwavering purpose. Day and night, in public gatherings and in private conversations, he tirelessly warned his people. He spoke with the passion of a concerned father and the wisdom of a prophet. "Oh, my people," he would plead, "worship God. You have no other deity but him. Indeed, I fear for you the punishment of a momentous day." He reminded them of God's countless blessings: the sun, the moon, the earth that sustained them. He urged them to abandon the lifeless idols their ancestors had invented, idols that could neither help nor harm them. He painted a vivid picture of the rewards of belief and the dire consequences of their stubborn rejection. But his words fell on deaf ears. The leaders and the wealthy elite, comfortable in their power and arrogance, were the most hostile. They saw Noah as a threat to their traditions and their status. "You are just a man like us," they scoffed, "and we see no one following you except the lowest among us. We don't see any virtue in you. In fact, we think you are a liar." They mocked his sanity, ridiculed his followers, and accused him of seeking personal gain. Every plea for reason was met with scorn. Every warning of divine retribution was dismissed with laughter. Imagine the immense patience this required. Century after century of rejection, facing the same sneering faces, the same closed minds. Yet, Noah never wavered. He debated with them, reasoned with them, and prayed for them, hoping that even one more soul might see the light. He warned them of a great and terrible flood that would cleanse the earth of its corruption if they did not repent. But this only fueled their ridicule. A flood. They would jeer. "Where is this flood? Nah. Bring it upon us if you are truthful." Their hearts had become harder than the stones they worshipped, completely sealed off from the truth. Noah was left heartbroken but resolute, knowing he had fulfilled his duty to warn them. He had exhausted every possible means of guidance, but their pride and their love for their worldly status had blinded them completely. The time for warnings was drawing to a close, and a new, drastic phase of God's plan was about to begin. After centuries of futile warnings, the divine command came. It was an instruction so strange, so illogical to the people of the time, that it became the ultimate test of faith. God commanded Noah, "Construct the ark under our watchful eyes and through our inspiration." And where was he to build this colossal vessel? Not by a coast, not near a great river, but on dry land, in the middle of a valley, far from any significant body of water. The moment Noah and his small band of believers began their work felling trees, shaping planks, and assembling the massive structure, the mockery reached a fever pitch. Every time a group of chieftains passed by, they would point and laugh hysterically. "Look at the madman!" they'd shout. "A prophet building a ship in the desert. No. Have you finally lost your mind? Are you going to push it to the sea, or wait for the sand to become an ocean?" The jeers were constant, a daily torment for Noah and his family. But Noah's faith was unshakable. To their taunts, he would calmly reply, "If you ridicule us now, then we will certainly ridicule you later. Just as you are soon going to find out who will receive a humiliating punishment and be overwhelmed by an everlasting torment." He knew what they did not. He was not just building a ship out of wood and nails. He was building a vessel of salvation, an ark of hope guided by the hand of the Almighty. The work continued, a monumental feat of engineering and faith. As the ark took shape, a second divine command was issued. Noah was to gather a male and female pair of every single species of animal. Imagine the scene. Birds of every feather, creatures great and small, predators and prey, all coming in peace towards the ark. This miraculous procession was a clear sign from God, yet the disbelievers remained blind. They saw the animals gathering but dismissed it as some kind of trickery or magic. They had been given so many chances, so many signs, but their arrogance was a veil they refused to lift. Finally, the ark was complete. A massive, three-tiered vessel, ready to withstand the cataclysm to come. Nagatheris fami, those who believed, and the handful of followers who had remained steadfast through all the years of persecution. With the animals safely aboard, the final believers boarded the ark. The door was sealed shut. For those inside, it was a moment of solemn trust. For those outside, it was their very last chance, a chance they were about to squander with their final act of defiance. The air grew still, and a strange quiet fell over the land. The laughter of the mockers died in their throats as they looked to the sky. Then it began, not with a gentle shower, but as if the very floodgates of the sky were torn open. An unprecedented, torrential downpour began, relentless and overwhelming. Simultaneously, the earth itself seemed to split apart, as massive springs of water erupted from the ground with furious power. The two waters met, a deluge of unimaginable scale, and the levels began to rise at an alarming rate. Panic erupted among the disbelievers. The thing they had mocked for so long was now a terrifying reality. They ran for high ground, scrambling up hills and then mountains, but the water was faster. It was a scene of chaos and despair. From the safety of the ark, Noah watched the devastation unfold. He saw one of his own sons, who had refused to believe, struggling against the current. In a moment of fatherly love and anguish, he cried out, "O my son, come aboard with us, and be not with the disbelievers." But his son, arrogant to the very end, shouted back, "I will take refuge on a mountain to protect me from the water." Now replied with a heavy heart, "There is no protector today from the decree of God, except for him on whom he has mercy." And as he spoke, a great wave swept between them, and his son was among the drowned. It was a painful, final lesson. Ties of faith are stronger than ties of blood. The ark, a tiny vessel of hope in a world submerged by divine justice, floated on the churning waters. Every mocker, every tyrant, every idolater was consumed by the flood. The entire corrupt civilization was wiped clean from the face of the earth. The water rose until it covered the peaks of the highest mountains. Inside the ark, there was peace. Noah and the believers were safe, protected by God's promise. They were the seeds of a new humanity, a new beginning for a world purified by water. After the cleansing was complete, God commanded the earth to swallow its water and the sky to withhold its rain. The water receded, and the ark came to rest on Mount Judy. A new dawn broke over a silent, clean world. The command was given, "Ona, disembark in peace from us, and with blessings upon you and upon the generations who are with you." His family, the believers, and all the animals stepped out onto fresh earth, ready to begin again. The story of Noah's Ark is not just a tale of a great flood. It's an enduring epic of unwavering faith against all odds, of immense patience in the face of ridicule, and of the ultimate triumph of divine justice and mercy. It teaches us that no matter how dark the world seems, holding onto faith and righteousness offers a path to salvation. Thank you so much for watching. If this story moved you, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more stories of faith and history. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. See you next time.